Hello, and welcome to Confident HR Conversations, the podcast designed to help you navigate challenges of communicating in English as an HR professional with confidence and clarity. I'm Alena Konečná, and I'm glad you're here. In this episode, we're exploring how cultural differences show up in the workplace and how HR professionals can support expats and international teams with empathy and awareness. My guest is Dominika Miernik, a career and expat coach who has spent over a decade helping international professionals and organizations navigate cultural transitions, build inclusive teams, and create workplaces where everyone can thrive. Dominika combines her own experience of living and working in multiple countries with professional coaching tools to help HR professionals and leaders support expats in meaningful, practical ways. We talk about the most common struggles expats face when joining a new team and how HR can create a safe space for employees navigating cultural differences. So, Dominika, thank you so much for joining Confident HR Conversation with us today. Let's dive into it. So, my first question will be, what are the most common cultural misunderstandings that occur in the workplace? I know that you have a lot of experience. I'm curious about your observations.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alena, for inviting me, and I am happy to share my experience with you. So it's a great question about what are the most misunderstanding. So I think the biggest misunderstanding in the workplace when it comes to working with global teams or with employees from different countries is understanding what is the communication style. Because, for example, if we take some cultures prefer, for example, a direct style of communication, or some cultures prefer a flat style of communication. So, for example, a flat being more playing as a team, being more in collaboration with a team, sharing your opinion freely. And some employees coming from those with direct style of communication can find difficult, for example, to be in a more hierarchical structure, like having this let's say instructions, what you have to do, how you have to behave. And on the other hand, for example, those coming from those more structural, let's say, groups can feel sometimes that they don't know exactly what they can do, or they can be perceived as disengaged because they are waiting for some instructions. So understanding exactly what is the communication style of, for example, if you are working in a global team, and if there are some misunderstandings, so speaking with those employees, how you can help them, how they can adjust to a new communication style, what they expect from manager or from other team members. Because sometimes you can see, for example, some team members not speaking at meetings because they are waiting. They are waiting to be asked to take to share their opinion. So understanding what is the communication style, definitely.
Okay, thank you for explaining that, Dominika. So what I'm hearing is that the biggest clash is that the communication style in the communication style of a person, and but the communication style and culture within the team, within the company, right? And you mentioned hierarchical versus flat structure, where people are expected to communicate and interact in different ways, being it more direct, or on the other hand, being asked before actually sharing their thoughts or to give their contributions, which I can imagine can then create many assumptions within the teams about each other and why people communicate the way they do and not the way they are expected to.
Yeah. Yes, definitely, because sometimes when you are speaking with someone with a direct communication style, for example, let's take people from Poland, we are quite direct in our communication. So this can be seen sometimes as being rude, or looking for a confrontation, but it's not like that because this is how we communicate. So understanding, learning more about how people are speaking, how people are communicating, this can definitely help you to avoid misunderstanding and like understand why this person is using this tone of voice, why this person is using this kind of wording, why this person is sharing freely his or her opinion. So definitely, yeah, this can help you to not only have like um, create like a safe environment when you are working with global teams, or also like have more engagement from people who are like used to more hierarchical structures.
Okay, so you mentioned that the first step for teams for the managers or HR leaders is to be aware of those differences and maybe look behind those patterns of communication that might be different from their own. What else can HR professionals do to create, as you mentioned, safe space for
Mhm.
multinational, multicultural teams?
Yeah, definitely. When you have a new employee coming from a different country, he or she is relocating from a different country. So definitely, like checking in with this person, how this person is doing. So asking questions, not waiting until this person will come to you with the problem or with the challenge. So checking in with this person, having like a meeting, asking this person how are you doing, how are you integrating, are you facing any problems, is there something new for you, like and also normalizing the challenge of working in a new environment because when you are moving abroad.
Everything's fine. Everyone is very professional, very kind, and I feel that yes, everything is going well. I really enjoy my time in the team.
Yeah. So do you have like any, do you think that, do you have like any challenges or like what are your challenges when it comes to communicating or like speaking with your manager or with your colleagues?
Um, yeah, so I've noticed that in the meetings, people talk a lot, more than I'm used to. And I've been feeling a little bit of a pressure on me. And I've heard some of my colleagues noticing that I speak a little bit less than others. Yeah, so that's something I'm not sure how to really tackle.
Yeah. So like how are you finding the meetings like with your team?
It's a little bit overwhelming. I'm used to more structure, where we really take turns and it's not as there's not so many people speaking, I guess, so openly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And are there like any specific moments where are you feeling like unsure about what to say or how to take part in those meetings?
Yeah, so I feel that I'm still quite new in the company, so it's difficult for me to give feedback on things. And I don't really feel it's my place to just share my opinion because I'm still very new.
Yeah. And what about your integration like in this new city and country? How are you doing with that?
Well, it's a little bit overwhelming. So many people are sorry, I'm a little bit lost.
Mm-hmm.
Can we go do the question again?
Yes, of course. So, how are you finding the new country because you have moved from Japan? So, I know that at the beginning everything can be different. So, how are you feeling? How the integration is going?
Yeah, definitely there are many differences. I'm noticing that there's much more noise. People are kind of more closer to each other. I don't really feel as comfortable as I would in my own town. Um, but um, but yeah, I'm trying to adjust.
Yeah, yeah, it's completely normal to feel like that. I understand your situation, so don't worry about that. You are like finding everything new, and there are like many overwhelming steps that you are taking. So it takes time to adjust, like to adjust to the new way of living, and also to switching your communication style within the team. So do you think like what can help you to feel more integrated and more supported?
Yes, actually, I was wondering if there are other people coming from the same country, or yeah, if there are any communities that meet regularly or something. It might be nice because my family is also kind of isolated
Mm-hmm.
here because of the language, and to be able to speak our own language, to speak Japanese with other people around would be nice, not just for me, but for my family as well.
Yeah, yes, definitely. This is a good idea. And yes, we organize like meetings with expat families, and also there is language class provided in your relocation package to your family members. So I will be in touch about that. So we can schedule, we can schedule those meetings, and also maybe like have a mentor for you, someone who went through those same challenges, and this person can help you to like understand more and how you can adjust a little bit. And you will also have an intercultural training. So we will be in touch about that. And would you like me to speak with your manager about like the ways that your manager can make the team meetings more inclusive for you, and make you feel like more included in the communications during the meeting?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe that would be nice to, if you can do that for me, that would be great.
Okay. Okay, fantastic. So I will speak with your manager and I will be in touch regarding intercultural training and Italian lessons, let's say. Um, and um, and yeah, I will have this meeting with you again in 2 months' time, so we can schedule the time. And also anything, if you have any challenges, please feel free to get in touch with me.
Okay, thank you very much, Dominika.
Thank you, Elena.
Okay, so that's the end of the demonstration. So what I was hearing were many open-ended questions, where you kind of went around my situation and asked about not just one-off, but you asked multiple questions to really dig a little bit deeper into my challenges. I have to say, I did not
Mhm.
realize how could challenges look like for a person coming from Japan to Europe. But yeah, I think that was really interesting. What did you think about this demonstration?
Yeah, yeah. The important, yeah, as we said before, is to ask those open-ended questions so the person can speak freely. So you are not like assuming how the person is feeling, what are the challenges, and not only asking about the like the work-wise situation, but also how this person is integrating in the community. So as we said, yeah, this person is finding difficulties with the family about language classes, or having like a community, like a team, not only team within the company, but also like community outside of the of work. So this is important. So for example, and then when you are speaking, when HR is speaking with a manager. So just remember to not like disclose all the conversation, but keep it like general when it comes to, because yeah, it is all about like the privacy, no? So don't share like too much details, but like in a general way about the communication within the team, how the communication can be improved. to include all the members of the team.
Right. So kind of maybe be more specific about what the manager can do to create a safer space. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Safer place, like more. So maybe having this, for example, if this our employee from Japan find difficult like to communicate because it's used like to more hierarchical communication. So maybe a team can have like speaking in turns, no, like sharing, asking questions and sharing, and everyone is sharing their opinion, not like that everyone is speaking at the same time, but like having turns, like to share your view, to share your point of view, so everyone can feel included. So have like more structured meetings. Yeah. So this can be one of the suggestions that HR can give to manager. Of course, this is like a potential way to do this. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, and I was also like when you are speaking with the new employee, so remember like to be not judgmental. You are not judging this person, and yeah, as we said, like normalize the discomfort because it's normal for everyone who is moving to a different. Even if you are starting working in a new company, so you have your own challenges, so it's normal to feel like that. Yeah.
Thank you for adding that. And Dominika, I think that was also quite clear in the demonstration that you didn't just write off offered advice like you need to do this and that, or you have to be this and that because now you're
Mm-hmm.
company, right? But you're creating a space, or you created a space for the person to simply share the difficulty and then maybe offered some possibilities how to adjust without necessarily changing the person's style completely, because that's something that might be uh, a little bit too much, right? To put this responsibility on the person to completely change their communication style.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes time. So it doesn't mean that you have to like change completely and communicate in a new way, but some small adjustments, some small things that you can, and learning about the culture, like understanding why people are behaving like this. This is also very important. So then you can understand more. Yeah.
Excellent. So if we have an HR professional listening in who might be just starting a position in a multicultural company, or having or leading or supporting a multicultural team, what could be one first step they could make
Yeah.
to support a team?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. So like the first step, I think, is also like shift in the mindset of the manager or HR professional, because when you are starting working with international teams, so you think that the best way to do this is to treat everyone in the same way, but it's not the right approach. It's not the right mindset. The most important switch that you can do is to treat everyone like differently, support everyone differently, because everyone meeting this person where this person is coming from, or at the point that they are exactly right now. So understanding their communication style, as we said, understanding the culture, and understanding the challenges, because a person coming from Japan can have different challenges. That's, let's say, for example, a person coming from UK, a person coming from each country, no? So we have also different personalities, and those personalities are also like impacting how we are behaving and how we are communicating. So not being like that everyone is the same, but everyone is different, and I am going to make like tailored trainings or tailored meetings to this specific situation, to this person, to help this person like integrate more. So like switching the mindset, because when we are thinking working with cultures, with multicultural environments. So the first thing, it's like I am going to treat everyone in the same way as a person, but every person has like a different background and different reality. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, Dominika. I think that can be quite counterintuitive. As you mentioned, many people feel that the best way would be to treat everyone in the same way, equally. But here's when there's the difference between equality and equity, right? When we meet, as you said, when we meet people where they are and where their particular challenges and maybe weaknesses and strengths are, which is much more, I guess, complicated approach, right? Because you really have to see the person for what they are, and not just like one of the group, but everyone is unique and has unique challenges and might need something else from the manager.
Yeah, and I think also like being curious, as we said, and asking those open-ended questions. So this will help you like to understand, and listening. It's very important when the person is speaking about the challenges and the difficult situation. So this can help you to like understand more and what you can do like to support this particular situation. Yeah. So don't having assumptions. Yeah, being curious, open-minded, and asking open questions. This can definitely help HR and also managers working with international teams. And this is also, let's say, when someone is coming to work in a different environment, this is also important. Ask questions. If you are not sure about something, always ask questions. Yeah, so then you will have more clarity about what you can do.
I guess that applies to everyone and anyone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not to start with an assumption, but to make sure to ask questions and clarify the situation.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, well, thank you so much, Dominika, for bringing up this topic, which is very relevant in today's world, and not just in terms of culture, but in terms of people's uniqueness, right? This can be applied also in terms of different types of diversity and differences between people and employees. Now, I'm curious if you can share with us, how can our listeners connect with you in case they would like to know more about this topic, and what are some ways that you can support them?
Yeah, so you can connect with me via LinkedIn. So if you type my name, Dominika Miernik, you can find me, or my website, which is dmcoaching.eu. So I know that you will share the links. So please feel free to get in touch if you have any questions. So how I can support people? So I can support people when it comes to developing their career and professional life in a new country, or help them to integrate more in new environments. So if you are feeling that you have those kind of challenges, or any questions or something, or maybe you feel unsure about something, about how to develop your career, please feel free to get in touch. And also on my website, there are some blog posts about intercultural communications and expat coaching. So this can help you as well. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dominika. And thank you again for joining us today, and have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It was great to be here, and I hope that it was helpful.
Thank you for listening to Confident HR Conversations. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't hesitate to reach out to me with any questions, feedback, or suggestions.
If you are an HR professional who wants a safe space to practice speaking in English, join our Confident HR Speaker community. We meet twice a month to discuss real HR topics, expand our vocabulary, and gain the confidence to express ourselves. Plus, you'll be supported and inspired by a group of other HR professionals who share your struggles and goals. Check the link in the description to sign up. Bye-bye.